Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am here with a very quick video showing you how you can use these 2-inch selvages that I happen to have on eBay at the time of this video. I was like, maybe I need to do a video to show people what they can do with these awesome little selvages. Now, the auction that I have up right now is going to be ending in 1 day from the time that I upload this. So if you're watching in the future, that one will be over. But I plan on having more, so just keep watching for my penny auctions for selvages, and I'm going to give you ideas on how to use these things. And of course, you can always use your own, but not everybody has a lot of selvages because you haven't been trained to keep them yet. Now you are going to start keeping them. I cut a lot of 2-inch strips for my sales, and when I do that, I get these 2-inch selvages. I don't cut the selvage first and then cut the strips because that's a pain in the ass. So I just cut the strips and then I cut the selvages off as I cut my little squares, because I turn those strips into 2-inch squares, and it gives me a selvage from both ends of the fabric, and it also gives me a little folded piece. Let me find one here. All right, here's one right here. It matches this, and it's a little folded piece. Let me show you. When I cut these, they're folded. I cut just a tiny bit off here, and that gives me a little thing that I'm now calling a stick. And on this end, it gives me the 2 selvages and this fold. I will be showing you how to use these folds too. But for now, we're going to just use the selvages. And yes, my mother's TV is loud. I always feel like I have to announce that. The method I'm going to do doesn't involve any fusible at all. And it's very doable with the shorter selvages, because we're just going to be top stitching. When you get longer selvages and you're top stitching, it can kind of get wobbly. It's not as stable, but with the little short pieces, it's very easy to keep it nice and flat. You're going to love it. So I'm just going to take 2 selvages, and I'm pointing my selvages this way, so as I'm looking at it, the selvage is to the right on both pieces. I'm taking the piece on the left and I'm putting it on top of the other one, and I'm just going to sew. And you want to overlap enough. If you don't overlap enough, you're not going to catch that bottom piece. So I try to overlap at least 1/4 inch. Now I'm stopping. I'm going to take 2 more. Let's see, how about this one and this one? This one. Both selvages pointing to the right. Putting the left one on top. So. And I'm just going to chain piece like this because that's the way I like to do things. All right, I have to remember my selvage is pointing to the right. Okay, I want to show you, this is a good example. See, this one doesn't have very much of the print. This also has a white edge. So when I put that white edge here, if I want to overlap enough, there's a lot of white going on that way, and there's not even any colorful numbers or anything on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of this one, I'm going to take one that has, let's see, we haven't done this one yet, that doesn't have white. So I can put that one almost like right butt up against it if I want. And it's not making a whole lot of white. I hope that made sense. So I'm just going to sew. See, I completely covered the little bit of color on the other one. Now I'm just going to go, I think I started with 10 little selvages. 2, 4, 6, 8, no, I have more than 10. Let's see, pointing that way and this way. Okay, let's do this and this. And we'll finish off with this. Now I'm snipping all of these, and I'm going to join them. I'm just making a strip set. You can make your strip set as short or as long as you want, depending what you want to do with it. Once you have a strip set, you can add that to a strip quilt with just regular strips of fabric. You can do a whole strip of just the little selvages. There's no fusible. It's very soft and flexible. And or you can make them just little short, like only 2 inches tall, 2 inches by 2 inches. Well, kind of like that. You could stop right there with just 2. You could put a sashing all around it and just make a quilt with a whole bunch of those. That would be kind of cool. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start connecting. I'm going to make a strip set to show you. So again, I'm taking 2 pieces and my selvages are pointing to the right. And I'm going to just overlap. Grab 2 more. And just gonna take another one off. I'm just gonna do 1 continuous. So I'm just going to keep adding. And chain piecing like this, it just goes so quick. Okay, at this point, I'm going to just join this to this, and we'll have our strip set. There it is. Now, it's not as adorable as it would be if it was put into a project. If you watched my first sampler quilt, I had a lot of little strip sets like this. It wasn't selvages, was it? No, I don't think I was in love with selvages at that point yet. But it was little, oh, it was the little folded pieces that I had just showed you. I had put a bunch of those together. Well, it's about the same thing, only this is like so super easy and no pressing along the way. You don't have to worry about that. And look how neat it is on both sides. Huh? Get out. Do love. Now, I actually made a little other piece before just to see, and oh, another thing you could do is, you could sew them together, right sides together, and open, and that would be super cool. Let's try that right now. Okay, so I'm taking my 2 little strip sets. Do I want to see, I want to make sure, I guess, that the selvages are all going in the right direction, in the same direction, I should say, so that any words you have, you can read them, unless you want some going upside down, that's up to you. All right, so let me just put these right sides together. Ooh, this is fun. I'm going to trim right there. And like I said, you can add other fabric to these. Sash them any way you want. Let me go press that. Alright, that's super cool. But another thing you could have done, like I said, if you want to do a block and you want to use some of these strips, you could have had a strip, and then you could have had a strip of fabric, and then another strip of selvages. You can just put the selvages scattered throughout your project. But I just wanted to show you how quick and easy it is to create fabric with these little mini selvages. So do go check out the auction if you're watching this on the day that I uploaded it, the night that I uploaded it, I should say. Go check out the penny auction. I'll have the link down below. And then just keep an eye out for my other selvage. I sell the 2-inch ones. I have a lot of 5-inch ones coming up, 9.5-inch ones. So keep checking my auctions. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.